BoxOfficeGold.net. Coming to you live in full effect from Mike's Garage. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan.
And what we're doing here is movie reviews. I'm sure if you've been following us at all on YouTube, you know, you're going to know that we do movie reviews and we tell you how it is. And this week, you should be excited. You should be really excited.
It's a special week.
Why is it special?
It's a special week because this week we're doing Cedar Rapids. An excellent film that you should go watch.
Very good. Starring John C. Reilly and Ed Helms. Anne Heche. It's got a lot of really good actors in it. Focuses around the insurance game and, like, you know, Ed Helms comes from this insurance agency that is, you know, diamond rated, the top best, you know, couple years running. And every year they go to a conference, okay?
Right.
Thomas Lennon from the show Reno 911, if you watch Comedy Central, it's a great show.
Excellent show.
He plays the top salesman, and unfortunately he passes away in the beginning of the movie. So Ed Helms is picked, you know, the local, super nice guy, lovable, everybody loves him, you know, give the shirt off their back for him because he's that good of a guy. He decided to be the one to go represent the company. And that's where all the hilarious hijinks ensue.
Right. It begins in there, and that's where John C. Reilly enters the scene. He introduces himself as the overzealous, heavy-drinking, hard-partying insurance man, you know?
Who Ed Helms is told to stay away from by his boss.
He's given one instruction, and that one instruction is given to him by the guy from Office Space.
Yeah, you seen my stapler?
That
he was
guy.
in Dodgeball too.
Right. And then Ed Helms cannot even take the advice. He's forced into a situation where he must be around this guy the whole time. It's Dean Ziegler. But that salesman who comes in and he just is like, bam, you know, straight shooter. You know, he's like, he's singing Sweet Caroline, doing karaoke. Everyone's having a good time and
making dick jokes in the lobby
the whole time, right? Yeah, you know,
that kind of guy.
He's a good guy, you know, but he's a good guy in small doses. And this guy has the whole weekend with this guy. And let's just, long story short, you know, he goes from being a mamby-pamby, submissive, to a self-assured, confident man, yeah. And the hilarious movie, it's great. It's great.
The really cool thing is, you know, they place this, strategically place a hooker or prostitute, whatever you want to call her. She happens to talk to Ed Helms, and Ed Helms, you know, takes it for what it's worth. He doesn't even realize this. He's totally oblivious to the whole thing.
Right.
But then she comes later, you know, into the movie as a very pivotal role in how the movie turns out and the way Ed Helms is, and you know, from there on out. And it was just really cool. It had moments of being heartfelt, you know, like it had moments where you were like, yeah, man, you know, it was almost like a feel-good movie. But because of the R rating, they really got to jump into some really dark parts of life and some really fun parts of life, and it takes things to a new level, and it's fun. You know, it's a place we haven't gone with people we haven't gone there with. So I mean, it was a good time all around. I watched it several times. It was so good. I told everybody that I knew, including you, YouTube audience.
YouTube audience, I've been there. Get wasted. Right. Watch this movie.
This is the part of the show where we're going to give this movie a rating. It's going to be 1 to 10. Pretty standard rating policy, except, you know, with our opinions, you're going to get a lot of truth and a lot of fun with it. I mean, you're going to go there, you're going to watch this movie, and if you like Reno 911 and you like kind of awkward comedy, but still, you know, a good fun story, kind of dark at times, but still, you know, gratifying in the end, this is the movie for you. I give it an 8.5. Scratch that. I give it a 9.
I'd already dialed in my rating, and after hearing Mike's, I'm sticking with it. I'm going with an 8 out of 10 for this movie.
You know,
it was a good flick.
Let me just tell you, if you haven't seen Cedar Rapids, watch it. It's exceptional.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched the rest of our video reviews on YouTube.com, Box Office Gold is the name. We're here to stay.
BoxOfficeGold.net. That's right, Mike and Dan.
We're gonna be opening a website soon, BoxOfficeGold.net. We've already secured all that good stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Plug it into your little URL bar.
We're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna upload original stuff. If you haven't watched the Ice House rap video by Dan here, it is exceptional. It's all original.
Off the chain.
If you haven't watched the rest of our YouTube videos, watch them. And you know, from BoxOfficeGold.net, I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan. Next week we have James Bond's very own Daniel Craig on the show. So
it's going to be a lot of fun. He's coming to my house. We're going to drink some beers. We're going to talk about movies. It's going to be a good time.
DC in the house. Signing out.
Box Office Gold. YouTube it.
And I don't know what he's talking about.